It's all in the glaze, isn't it? I can still see without my fucking glasses anyway, so. But yes, welcome. Welcome to yet another stream. And today we're going to be reacting. I mean, it's in the fucking title, so don't know why I have to say anything else. Right, so let me just see if I can set this up a minute. There we are. Yeah. Right. So we have some stuff to react to. I did say I was gonna like you know, do some reacting stuff after the whole like buggy shit or whatever. So what do we have today? Right, let me just have a look at this man. Huh. Just hopefully that don't go funny with me. So let me just swap this over a minute. Come on, where are you? Where are you? There we are. Right, so just put it out there. What am I looking at? I can't remember what I was fucking looking. Hold on, I have to sort this shit out, man. Don't worry, it won't take long. Just take a few. Because I always forget to usually do this, but yeah, it's fine. Because I always forget to usually do. But yeah, I'm doing this later than I usually do. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'm doing this later than I usually do. Oh, trying to get myself in fucking frame. Right. So we've got that up and running, haven't we? Yep, okay. Right, guys, so like I said, we are reacting to different shit that I found, and I was just interested to watch, and I thought we could react together, I guess, if that's possible right now. So let's get out of that one. Where's my other stuff? Oh yes, there we are. So I've got a few here. I don't know why it says red along these videos, because I haven't watched them in their entirety. I think it's just YouTube being a fucking idiot. Right, so which one do I watch first is the question. I'm thinking something like this one by here. Toxic TikTok Toxic TikTok boy moms are getting worse. Now I can only see by the thumbnail and the title. This is going to be weird and cringy. Oh man. I keep thinking I'm hearing something, but I'm not. Fuck. I don't know. So let's watch this one, because I'm intrigued. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the madness. Check this out. So fucking like, hey. Right, on to the first video then. I don't know. Right, so let's go on to the first one. I'm ready.
Right, guys,
okay. Hold on, see if it's not too fucking loud for this shit. Right. Let's get that right. Oh, look, right on that face. What a great face right there to pause on. I'm trying to prepare myself. Right. I'm not looking forward to this. But yeah, let's have a go.
Thought I'd reward you, you at home, with a little story time, which fits into this this video today about boy mothers. So,
okay.
Yay! Story time! I was with this boy at the age of 16 and 17, and his mum was very, very oddly obsessed with him. Not just in the things that she said about him, but in the insults she would give to me. Like, one time we went out to eat, and she made a comment about how much I can shove down my throat, and I was like, well... You wouldn't know that. But second of all,
okay.
What I can eat, like, is there a problem? She just used to try and embarrass me in front of her son. And I was like, damn, girl, like, you can have him if that's what your whole family does. I don't know. And then another time, she threatened to put cameras in his room when he wasn't doing enough work. And I was like, yo, this isn't America. Okay? Sorry.
That is... Do you know what? That is so fucking weird. Wait, one minute. Make sure the volume is all good and everything. Now, I will say this, right? I get where she's coming from. There are, like, parents, whether they're, like, a father or a mother, that are pretty close with their kids or whatever. Especially, like, the whole, like, mother-son thing, where, like, I think the mother, in my eyes, they see more as, like, a competition. Where, you know, no woman would be better than their mum for their son, if that's the best way of saying it. But yeah, I do get how it can be seen as weird, because like I said, I've seen it. It is kind of strange, especially putting cameras in the bedroom. Okay, that's just like, yeah, I just don't feel that that's normal. It's no way normal. Oh boy, but I'm just... So this is only 53 seconds in. I don't want to go further. Oh, fucking hell.
I don't know why I said that. But yeah, it was just really weird and disgusting. And there was just loads of little things that she would say that implied that she didn't think that me was good enough for him. And that's fine. Yeah.
That's it. That's what I was like thinking of, yeah. That they're not good enough. Like, the mother thinks no woman is good enough for their son. So they're sort of like in this sort of like bitch mode, sort of whenever they're around, like, you know, bitch. You don't need to be here. I'm here. But yeah, that's just I think at that stage, like, if the son is not willing to, like, just say to his mother, like, that yo, mom, just stop doing this shit. I mean, I love you and everything, but, like, you're really hurting my love life because of all this obsessive shit. So just chill. But if the guy just doesn't want to do that, then I just guess that at that point it's best just to walk away, because otherwise it's just going to continue to be toxic, and she's just going to get away with all these, like, sly digs and stuff like that, and he's just going to be just completely unaware, or just let it happen, which is yep, it's not good. It's not good for a relationship. So yeah.
He showered once a week.
Oh.
So I had a lot to compete for. And that fits me into today's video, where we're going to be talking about boy mothers, because...
Why didn't you break up with him just for that? Jesus, once a week? Some people, I don't know how they do that, man. I mean, I would... Like, when I was younger, I never used to bathe as much, because I would always, like... I think when I was like 12, 13. And yeah, I don't know why I just never like bothered. I was like, I don't need to do that. But obviously as I got older then I like shower like every day. To this day I still shower every day. And the thought that people do that as well and I used to do it, I'm like disgusted in myself and with others. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, why did I do that and why do people do it? It's just not, it's not good for you, and it makes people want to be away from you. So yeah, am I like a good volume right now? I don't know. From you. And the thought that yeah, it's fine, it's okay. Just making sure it's all good volume and stuff. Like, yeah, and is the video alright as well? Like the volume. Just checking, guys. Just making sure it's alright for you. Fucking hell.
I don't know why I said that. But yeah, it was just really weird and disgusting, and there was just loads of little things.
It could be a bit higher. Yeah, I might put it a bit higher. Yeah, that should be about right.
Because it's a really, really interestingly disgusting side of the internet, isn't it? That I am late to, I'm gonna be honest. I'm always late. If you've got a problem, you should subscribe. If you don't have a problem with that, you should also subscribe. Everyone's a winner.
Making sure my son can cook so he's not impressed by your daughter's Stuffers lasagna. Stuffers lasagna? What's that? And what sort of things it's stuffed with? I don't want to fucking know. But yeah, that sort of look of like, yeah, you stay away from my son. That's just like, I get what the mothers are doing. They're trying to be like protective of their sons because maybe they have like they don't trust women that much and stuff like that. So like they just want to make sure that the son is like safe and doesn't get his heart broken. But the thing is, right, heartbreak is like normal in life. It happens. You know, you go through any type of like heartbreak. So it's like, yeah. So, and also like stuff like that makes you as a person as you go along in life. So, but yeah, that's there.
God help this child. What is he, 2, 3? I don't really know. And his mum sat there going, yeah, I know, I'm going to teach him how to cook so he's not impressed by your shite cooking. You're going to be a fun mother-in-law, aren't you? But the best thing is, I don't think there's anything in that bowl, is there, Laura?
No.
So how much teaching are you really doing? How about teach a child to cook, because women don't necessarily have to be doing the cooking anyway, and cooking's quite a good life skill to have. Teaching my boy to shit in the toilet so his future wife doesn't have to clean up his poopies off the floor. Like, that's how you sound. That is how you... I'm not okay in the head. And I love lasagna, actually, so if I was him and I grew up to have someone who made lasagna, I would be happy about that. I love lasagna.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's nothing wrong with like having a partner which would cook for you. I mean, you know, I'm grateful enough to have someone like that. Like, so if, you know, when I do the same back, you know, so like working as a team. But I think it's nice to have someone who would do that for you. You know, like, I don't know, man. It's just weird. I just find this. I do find the whole thing weird. Especially like imagine like. I'm just like imagining now when she said about the whole toilet situation with the like, you know, imagine like calling for your missus to give you a wipe, if you know what I mean. Like you've never learned to wipe unless well, you've learned to wipe, but you've always had your mother do it for you, like, you know. So now you're living with your missus and you need her to do it because only mama wipes you. What the fuck am I talking about right now? I don't know.
What can you make? Oh, egg on toast. Oh, spaghetti bolognese. Like, I bet it's spaghetti bolognese. It's such a like middle-aged woman thing to cook, isn't it? Spag bowl.
Basic
and
bitch.
Cheese.
Teaching my son how to cook so he's not impressed with your dusty daughter's takeout skills. Okie dokie. But the thing is, right, what I don't get, right, about these mothers, what if they're not that much of a great cook either? That they just think that they are. Like, say for example, what if you come across someone who you're in a relationship with, and they are actually a better cook than your mother. Like, just saying, like, the mother can't really have this sort of like stance on it then.
I mean, to be fair, you're pulling greens out of a bag, mate. Yeah, maybe his future girlfriend might have dusty takeout skills.
Dusty bitch.
Dusty takeout skills? That sounds like some move you pull in a fighting game, first of all. And second of all, you're pulling greens out of a bag. You don't need a fucking PhD in culinary skills and chef.
Lord
Yeah.
have mercy.
When my son walks out of practice with no shirt and all the little girls are blushing. Okay.
It's the country pimp.
Can you guys just tell me I'm not imagining things, and that this post doesn't say, when my son walks out of practice with no shirt and all the little girls are blushing? Boy moms try not to sexualize their spawn challenge, if that's at all possible. Why would you say that? Like, it's one thing to look at your child without a shirt on and think, the girls must be like reacting to this, let me look at their faces. Oh my god, they're blushing. You're weird. You should not have kids. And like, I can see there was probably an element to her that had an innocent mindset when she made that. Was there though? That's the thing. Why are none of the comments saying this is weird? Am I weird to think this is weird?
I think as well, right, it's sort of like the mothers are they're so overprotective of their kids that they don't see how strange that it sounds of what they're saying. I think that's what it is. Like, them themselves don't feel that, oh, it's not strange at all. But like for everyone else, it's like, it kind of is. So I think it's just them being a bit delusional, you know. But hey ho, like I'm not a parent, so what do I know?
Thought that was weird. One of the comments was, my oldest is 6'5" and 310 pounds. So he's a big boy. Actually, I just read the rest. I'm not gonna continue in that voice.
No.
But at 14 years old, when he's walking off the field at football all sweaty, the girls look doe-eyed. What? Y'all need a exorcism. You're disgusting.
Y'all need Jesus. That's what y'all need.
Why are you describing, like, you're reading Wattpad, and not that I've read Wattpad, by the way, that would be weird, but and they're describing the man as 6'7", massive, muscular and veiny. That would be appropriate for some villain story in Wattpad. Not when you're talking about your child. Please, Lord, help me through this video, for I am going to kill.
You find out that the first letter of the name of your son's first girlfriend. Why do these mothers just seem crazy? I don't know what it is. It just seemed like they seem a bit like off. I don't know what it is. It's just the looks on their faces, and I know this is probably for a little, like a funny skit that they had planned, but I just, I don't know, man. I just don't like the way she looks at that screen. And drinks that coffee. That is very, very aggressive.
That's Anna Saccone Jolie, right? I'm pretty sure she's the Saccone Jolie mum. Of course she is, but I don't know who they are. I just know they're a family channel, and I have my opinion on family channels anyway. I'm not going to get into that. The thing is, this will only work if you have a really shy, timid girl who is going to be terrified of you and want to impress you. It's weird anyway for her. That's just not fair. But if you get someone like me, when I've had a boyfriend whose parents are not very nice, and they act like this, like my first boyfriend's parents, I don't care if you're trying to make them feel inadequate and like they're not good enough, right? I just won't like you. I will just not spend time with you or put effort in with you. Like, all you're doing is driving your son away because he's probably gonna pick his girlfriend, not his weird, obsessed mum. You guys are weird. She's so weird. She shows up in so many of them, and
I don't know. That's what I was talking about earlier with like the whole like the guys who will stand up to their mom, their mother or whatever, and the ones that don't. There's ones that won't. Just saying. You know? I mean, maybe like it's like a 50-50 sort of thing. Like, you know, where they would pick the mother or they would pick the girlfriend. I don't know. I think that's like a 50-50 sort of thing. So.
And I'm like, you're gonna stop that. Like, the caption on her video is stalker mum. If that, like, why would you say that? Just why would you? Just give it a rest. Anna.
I never thought that I would be that toxic boy mom. I love my 4 kids equally, but that last little boy just hits different.
Oh.
Why the fuck would you say it like that? What do you mean hits different? That's concerning. Because I want to know what you actually mean by that. That is concerning. And you should be checked.
Oh, that's... you didn't... Sorry, it was really odd then. It was like you said, that last one just hits different. But I think there must be something in my ears because I've just had a shower. So could you just repeat that?
4 kids equally, but that last little boy just hits different.
Oh my god, it's the fucking look as well. And by the way, how can they be equal if you, when you say hits different, I guess that means you like that one more, a bit more. So they're not really all equal, are they, TikTok mum? I don't think they are. But yeah, that right there is the face of someone who I don't want to interact with, but yeah.
And now I feel like I'm having this existential crisis. Before I wouldn't be that mom, that toxic boy mom. He hits his sisters, he punches them. I'm like, maybe he's having a hard day.
Oh, that's great. That's really nice because actually your daughters will love the fact that you let the boy of the family off for doing things like hitting his sisters. Yeah, that's normal behaviour, and he definitely won't grow up to think that that behaviour is justified because this toxic boy mum allowed him to. Bitch, don't be that one. Again, I've not had much luck with ex-boyfriends, have I? But my recent ex-boyfriend, his mum would have done anything. His dad would have done even more for him. He could do anything. And I'm saying anything. He could do anything he wanted, that boy. And his parents would sit there going, oh, my pride and joy, oh, look at him. He just threw his ex-girlfriend's laptop across the room.
Do you know what? I agree with her. That those sort of parents annoy the fuck out of me. Where they let their kids get away with fucking anything, and they don't teach them that, you know, what's right from wrong. It's just, that is so fucking, like, I would say that's toxic. Really, that's not really, you know, what a good parent should do. A good parent should, no matter what, if their kid screams or cries or whatever like that, they should tell them how it is. Like, for example, like just there when they said like he punches and kicks his sisters, the mother should just instantly go, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. That's not what you should be doing. You should be loving your sisters. You should be there and to protect them and everything like that. Not to, and you're not supposed to be there to like fucking abuse them. So I agree, though, there are parents out there that they just look past of all the things that their kids do because they think they're perfect little angels. Let me tell you this. No kid is a perfect little angel, no matter what. No matter what you think. Kids can be little bastards as well as little angels. That's just the way it is. And obviously they learn from the parents, so just saying. Yeah. Unless you want your child to end up like a fucking Veruca Salt, where they're just like, you know, going, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And I know I can keep going on and on because you'll eventually give in and give it to me. So I agree with that. Like, that's what I would say. And the thing is, I know I can't talk too much because I don't have kids. But I think it's just pretty... It's easy enough to understand, you know? It's not something like that's complex, you know what I mean? So... yeah, just teach your kids from right for wrong, you know, like let them know when they're doing bad or when they're doing right and everything like that, you know. So, yeah.
Sorry, I've got some inner demons. This is what they turn into. My ex-boyfriend's mum was probably like this when he was a child, because that's what they turn into. Spoilt, brats who would let their parents
Yes.
wipe their crack if they wanted to. Don't be.
Hell, do you know what I would think? I would think the parents would be so like oh, I'll do anything for you, honey, that they can just wipe their own ass with their parents' fucking face. I mean, I know that sounds weird, but you know what I mean. Like, you know, the parents won't do anything. They'll just not question it. They won't question their little angel. Why would they do that? So yeah.
Be this, mum. You're gonna hurt your child mentally. Oh, again, Anna. Listen to the lyrics. Actually, I'm going to have to mute the lyrics, but the lyrics are, remember all the things that you and I did first, and now you're doing them with her. They're the lyrics. Ooh. Some
Oh dear.
little wincy issues with that sentence when you're applying it from your husband to your newborn child. Let's all sit there and play a game, shall we? Hi guys, welcome to Katie's Game Show. And
Yes.
today we're going to be talking about what could that possibly fucking mean? Could it mean that all the things that you and your husband did first, you're then going to do with your newborn? Wow, that's really not a good thing you should be saying. Game over.
No.
You're not sharing the boy. You and the girlfriend aren't on the same level, all right? You're in different fields, you're in different worlds, you're on different globes, okay? Yes, your son should grow up to love you and appreciate you, but you're not sharing that type of love with the girlfriend because the girlfriend is sharing a different type of love with your son. I'd like to think anyway, but judging based off of most of the way these women talk, maybe not. Why are you making it a competition? This is a perfect way to fast track.
And that's why I said at the start. That's all these mums see it as is a competition. I'll say it again. They see it as competition. Maybe they're not very fond of girls, and you know I don't know if whether they've had bad experiences with women, or they just don't trust women in general, or it could just be because they're very overprotective. It could be for different reasons, but that's what I would say it's down to is competition. You know, they think that these women are going to come in and take their baby boy, and that baby boy is not going to want to know his mama anymore, or something like that, which is ridiculous a lot of the time because, you know, which I can understand, but I feel like there's a way to do it, and then like these women right here, there's a way not to do it. So, you know, that's what I'm going to say about that one. Yeah.
Track your child to really f***ing hate you, all right?
Why is she holding a doll? That's not even a real kid. Are you sure you have children? I don't know about that one. I mean, it's fair enough if you just want to role play as a mum, but yeah, I would check the pulse of that child. I don't think it's even alive. Not in a bad way. Just it was never alive from the start. Given that it's a doll.
I mean, this one is again the same, but just with a doll, which is even weirder. I'm not gonna lie. Sigmund Freud is not rolling in his grave, but doing somersaults, throwing up, and himself simultaneously in his grave. That's what Sigmund Freud is doing right now, thanks to you weirdos.
What a way to go. Fucking hell, man. Was that paprika? Was that paprika? I think it was. I mean, just tell her to stop eating all the fucking food. Just tell her to calm down. I mean, what if she's allergic to paprika? Just saying. I mean, you might not know that. But it's just so bitchy, isn't it? Though it's so like. What's the word for it? There's a word for it, but I can't think of the fucking word. Oh, fuck. I had it in my head, but it is sort of like, you know, just bitchy. Like why? Some people, man.
Again,
Some people.
it's so unnecessary.
Yeah.
So fake, probably. Like, yeah, she's eating all the food in your house, is she? Well, you know what? Say she is. Say she's got a little appetite, all right? We all do. Tell her if that's the case.
Yep.
Could you both just maybe contribute to ingredients or just
Yeah.
go out for food or something? I don't think making a scenario that hasn't even happened and then complaining about it on TikTok is...
Thing is, all right, this is what happens, right? If you don't tell that person that they're doing something that's annoying you, right, in your own home, then guess what? They're going to continue to do it because they think that you're fine with it. If you don't tell them what's bugging you, then they're not going to know. And if they start to have a fucking hissy fit and start to hurl insults at you, then you fucking throw them out because it's your house. Like, I feel some people these days, I feel that communication is not a very big thing in the world today. Like, you know, people just don't communicate as well as they should be. Like, there's times where I do it as well. I think we just all just become not that great with it. But, like, if you just told this girl that she's, like, it's annoying you, she could have either A, started getting angry, or B, she could have, like, just understood, and you could have worked something out. Hell, maybe, like, you know, maybe she could contribute, you know, bringing some stuff from hers, or, you know, getting her own stuff and bringing it over. You know what I mean? But if you just keep it boil, you know, just keep it inside and you don't let her know, then she's just going to keep continuing to do it. That's just the thing, you know?
Is really necessary, is it? And shiver me timbers. Timbers are
Shiver.
shivered.
They're shivering right now.
Yeah, that's just weird. That
Wait.
scenario that hasn't even happened and then complaining about it on TikTok is really necessary.
Wait a minute.
Is it? And shiver me timbers.
Shivering
Timbers
again.
are shivered.
Shivering again,
for
yeah.
that one. Yeah, that...
Do you know what? I'm actually surprised the 21-year-old was fine with doing that. Because usually it'd be like, Mom, just get off. What the fuck? But yeah, I'm not surprised the 13-year-old did that though, because you're interrupting, right, his fucking gameplay experience on Mario Kart. Of course, he's playing with his friends. He's probably almost going to finish first. He's on the last lap. You know what I mean? He's looking out for the fucking blue shells. You know? He's trying to do the best drifts that he can. Trying to be near perfect. And then here comes Mum, trying to make a TikTok. Of course, I would be angry too. I would. I would be outraged. Gonna be the laughing stock because of you, Mum. Thanks. Gonna have a good day in school tomorrow. But yeah, I think just doing that is kind of weird. It's pretty strange.
That's just weird. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, have you never had a good relationship with your parents? Like you're not gonna call them and stuff. I think affection's fine. Like giving your parents a hug is fine. Giving your siblings a hug is fine. It's a bit weird to go and put your head on their lap, I think.
Yeah.
And I mean that kid's reaction, he just was a bit like, yeah, please don't do that. Please don't do it. And I don't blame him for a TikTok as well. Like you're trying to get bro bullied. And that's not good mum behaviour. Your son is not going to like you for posting that in the future. And I know that's going to divide opinions because a lot of people are going to be like, oh my God, get a grip, it's not that deep. I mean, it's just boundaries, isn't it? Like, I just don't think doing that to a child, especially online, is appropriate, to be fair. But, you know, what do I know? The caption to this, the thought of them getting married is so bittersweet already.
Come on, tell me you've thought about it too, and I'm not alone.
Yeah, but the thing is, a lot of parents are bittersweet towards their child getting married because they're like, oh my God, he's grown up, he's flown the nest, he's doing what I did when I was younger, it reminds me of myself, he's really grown up, like his childhood's gone, all that yappity yap stuff that is kind of valid. I don't think there's anything wrong with looking at your kid being like, damn, he grew up so fast. It's a bit weird to refer to yourself as his girl. You ain't his girl, you're his mother. Hope that clears things up. So, bit slightly deranged and weird, and the only time, again, like I said, I would find it acceptable for my parents to describe my wedding as bittersweet is because they're like, oh, like she's grown up, she's moving out, she's getting married. Not because I'm seeing someone and now they're not the only people in my life. That's just weird.
It is.
Boy mums try not to be really nasty and strange.
When you're a boy mom and you know one day some girl will come and snatch up the work of art that you raised to be the perfect man, and then she won't let you come over without calling first. Anyone else feel this way? Wait, she won't let you come over without calling first. I mean, that seems pretty reasonable. I mean, even though you're the boy's mother, you still should give someone notice that you're coming over to their place. That's just what people do, you know. Family, friends, you know, you have to let them know when you're coming over. You can't just like turn up unannounced, otherwise, what if they're in the middle of doing something or they're not there? That's just ridiculous. And you should know this. Mother with very large nostrils. You should know it. That's coming from me.
This one's wild, because are you saying that you crafted your child, you raised your son well, made him the perfect man for yourself? Is that what you're saying? Because that's really what it looks like you're saying there. And you know what? You know, raising a child so they're a good person and they do good to the world and they meet a girlfriend and they treat her really, really well, and he just adds a good thing to society than raising a scumbag, which a lot of parents do raise. And on top of that, just because you raised him, right, and you made him a good person, that's great. Great parenting skills. That's really good. That sounds sarcastic, but that's good.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. Everyone loves a good guy. And then you're saying because he's a good guy, you should have access to wander into their house, which the wife of your son or the girlfriend of your son will be contributing to monetary-wise. But you think because you're his biological mum that you should just walk in there. And I know she wouldn't actually do that, but it's the fact that you even go there in your brain to be like...
I think it is very, like I said, it's pretty reasonable to let people know that you're coming over. It's the same with, like, I live with my missus, and whenever I go over my mother's, I ring her to let her know that I'm coming over, and if they're there, and then I go there. It's just being like, it's sort of like being polite as well, is, you know, like, I think the thing that people don't realize, right, you don't live there. You know what I mean? It's not your home where you can just come in and out where no matter, you know, whenever you feel like it. So, yeah. I keep thinking of human things. Why does it have to be explained? It's common fucking sense.
Be like, well, I can't just turn up. I don't think you could even turn up to just your son's house, really, without asking in his adulthood. He's probably got a life. You're meant to talk to people when you turn up. It's kind of just common sense, really. But hey, what do I know? That's not okay. That's not okay.
No.
That's not okay. You know what? It is bad enough, right? When mums will do that thing and dads do that thing where they spit their finger and they're like, oh, you've got a little bit on your chin when you were like 5. That is disgusting. Sorry, guys, if you had to see that. Well, you did, because I'm going to put it in.
No, you had to, didn't you?
Way 101 to keep your son single, because no woman is going to want to do that. You think that I'm going to go on a date with my partner's mum before I go on a date with him? No, that's weird.
That's very fucking strange. Like, I understand being like, you know, just making sure that he meets the right girl. But the thing is, right, I think if there's something wrong, you can, like, let him know. But at the end of the day, he makes his own choices. Like, there are plenty of relationships, right, probably, where, like, the mother is not very fond of the girl. But the guy is. Like, he sees things which the mother don't see. So, yeah, I think that's just very strange. Like, I wouldn't never do that, you know, as well. Like, that would be a major red flag, so. Oh boy, this is just so sane. All this video is very sane. Completely and utterly fucking sane. I hate the world.
It's weird. You can meet me, and if you think I'm an arsehole, you can tell your son, you can tell me. But you're weird. You're so weird. Imagine if a man, right, sat on Instagram and videoed their very much older daughter and said, calling all girl dads who stare at their daughter. And then you think about how she's going to get a boyfriend and he's never going to be as good as you as a dad. That's just really creepy.
Oh, yeah. That would be so fucking creepy, man. There's no one better than Daddy. Oh my, we're all going to hell.
That's the thing that I would say to you guys, is that if you're sat there being like, it's just a little bit like motherly bonding, like, just reverse it. Flip it and reverse it, as Honey G would say. But yeah, genuinely, just switch it round and see how creepy and just weird it is. Because I'm telling you, it is. It is just creepy and weird. And, like, there's other ways of displaying your admiration for raising, like, a good child, other than saying you stare at him and you're already thinking about him getting with someone. That's just... When you say it like that as well, like, it's just odd. Surely to God, there can't be any more of these. I think I'm going to have a stroke. I can't do this anymore, guys, I'm afraid, because it's really, really hurting my brain. So I'm going to go and think about the way I was before I saw all this stuff. If you liked today's video and you enjoyed some of my anecdotes, because I didn't like to relive them, you should subscribe and give this video a like and comment the word pigeon if you're still watching, just to boost the video, because genuinely it does help me. And
yeah, I think I'll give this video like I said, this Cataclysm, I've seen a few of her videos. She makes great content, so yeah. So there's that, right? So what is next, I wonder? There is a few. First world problems of TikTok. We may as well just stick to the TikTok topic. It's a Gundam. Yeah, let's go for this one.
Another day, another sign of a decline of a civilization. Things are so good. My future's so dark, I'm gonna need a flashlight. Did you know that obesity in America is out of control?
Really?
In fact, roughly 2 out of 3 U.S. adults are overweight or obese. 69% are overweight. And of that 69%...
Doesn't surprise me in the slightest, and 69%, keep it at that. It's a great number.
36% are obese. So basically, we're a fat-ass country, which would explain overweight Disney adults experiencing... Their bodies are literally kind of breaking down from being used. I don't know how to explain it.
If you don't know what the Disney rash is, consider yourself lucky. It's also known as exercise-induced vasculitis.
Exercise-induced vasculitis. That basically means that literally their bodies are tripping balls because they're actually outside and being used. And the whole system is breaking down.
Which are both super common in Disney World because you can walk between 5 and 10 miles a day. The rash typically appears on exposed parts of your lower legs. It can cause an itching and burning sensation and just be downright uncomfortable.
That's how great this country is. We can afford to let women become morbidly obese and go to Disney all day.
Hooray! Hooray.
America's #1.
America.
Lowering your body temperature and elevating your legs are also known to help. It mostly happens in the summer, but can happen on hotter days all year round.
Have you ever thought of, I don't know, not eating calorie-rich foods? You know, it's a wild idea. You want to stop this rash from happening? Try a diet.
He's a monster.
Gundam, how could you? How could you call people fat? How dare you hit people with the reality stick? I'm going to call it the reality stick from now on. The reality stick has been... Oh, no, actually, do you know what? The reality whip. The reality whip has been... It's been cracked on these women. That's the thing, though. When it comes to being obese, your body goes through a lot of problems. You get, you know... It can do. And of course, then there's people who deny it and go like, I'm completely healthy and completely active at 450 pounds. Yeah, I believe that. Yes, I believe it. And as someone who has a bit of timber and used to be a pretty fat fuck, I will say that it is better when, you know, you lose weight and become more active. You feel better in yourself. So... yeah. And by the way, I'm not saying you should go on a diet, because I've tried dieting myself and I'm pretty shit at it. But what I tend to do, I tend to balance out the things that I eat and my activity. So, for example, like if I eat any junk food or just food in general, I sort of burn a lot of it off anyway, because I do a good amount of like gym, running, in work I'm pretty active, and football as well, so yeah. It's all about balance. I would say, you know, dieting, if that's what you want to do, then go ahead and try it. There's different diets, and, you know, you never know, you could come across the one which is the one for you, and it helps you lose weight, and you become happier in yourself. But, like, or you could just do, like I said, a balance is pretty good as well. So... yeah, but Gundam, you're a monster. You shouldn't have said that, man. Career is over. R.I.P.
You know, 600-pound life exists for a reason. It's a cautionary tale.
First aid recommended using aloe vera and cortisone to ease the symptoms.
I need to invest money in aloe vera.
Eat the symptoms.
We hope that these tips help if you ever find yourself personally victimized by the Disney rash.
Victimized by the Disney rash? What the fuck? How do you get victimized by your body going into shock from actually being you? I
love how they call it the Disney rash as well. Why is it called the Disney rash? Isn't it just a rash? Just thought about it. I know I've probably blown your mind, but it's probably just that. A rash.
The problem with culture, everything is about being a victim, no matter what. Sometimes you're shocked to find the world doesn't revolve around you. And when you live in an echo chamber...
unless you have your own orbit. If you know what I mean. Bad fat joke, Rage. Bad fat joke. But yeah, I agree with one thing though. Everyone these days, like, it seems to, as every year goes by, people just do what they can to become a victim. Victim mentality is on the rise. Sadly. People just can't own up to the fact that maybe the problems some of the problems that they come across in life are because of them. But why do that when you can easily try to gain sympathy by blaming others? It's the best way.
This can be a harrowing experience. You become a victim of reality. See what I did there? Well, this brave little tyke decided to become a man, but isn't fulfilling the duties of being a man. What a shocker!
I don't know what to do. I have no answers. They're kicking me out of my hotel room because I asked them to wear an N95 mask. And they said that if I wanted that, I was at the wrong hotel and I had an hour to leave.
My God, the hotel attendant is incredibly based. This person looks like they're a werewolf that quit halfway through the transformation. That's why there's patchy little pieces of hair all over the place in this terrible iDubbbz haircut.
Where do I don't
I will agree that iDubbbz's haircut is fucking. It's terrible. It is. Plus with a mustache, I don't know. I've seen some people do that, and I don't know why. So, I mean, people can have whatever haircut they want, but any haircut can be criticized. Like even mine. That's why I'm hiding it, because embarrassed guys, I can't show you what's under the hood. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, I could, but can't be asked to. So yeah, this person wanted someone to wear a mask. Do you mean like a COVID mask? Is that what you mean? I mean, I don't think many people do that anymore. So.
don't know where to go. I'm almost out of money.
There's a cat. You're telling me this hotel allows you to have a cat in there. And instead of being grateful, you bitch about N5 masks. You deserve to be thrown out, but the cat can stay. Mr. Jingles did nothing wrong, and I stand by that.
More scans just keep getting added to the docket. I don't even have one fully functioning arm at this point.
They go to the desk, and they're like, I want everyone who interacts with me to wear a mask. And they're like, not today,
No.
Satan. You can take your ass someplace else. I gotta get my kids at 5. You got an hour to go. And then they immediately run back to their hotel room. Instead of packing their stuff and leaving and thinking, maybe I was out of pocket. The correct thing to do is to turn on your phone.
Can I just say, right, the Mr. Bean, like, scene where he's, like, packing, it sort of reminds me of me. I'm very shit at packing. I am.
Phone
I need to learn how to pack.
and wail to TikTok so that your echo chamber can tell you how brave you are.
Stunning and brave. You left out stunning. It's stunning and brave. Now, I'm offended by this, Gundam. I'm offended that you didn't mention my other half, stunning. Because how am I supposed to complete my power trip if you don't put in the full title? Disappointing. Again.
And give you a round of virtual applause. They need to not only respect your gender, but to do what the hell you tell them.
Where do I go? What do I do?
Oh my god. This person is going completely off the rails. This is why I feel when women transition into being men, they really aren't ready. I've got a news flash for you. A man's life is proving himself from the minute he can walk. Being a man means you gotta eat a lot of shit sandwiches. And on top of that, also being a man means no one cares about you, especially in America. If you aren't good looking or rich or famous in America as a man, you don't exist. You're practically and this person is wailing into the phone, giving us their skill problems. Get good, scrub. Welcome to Dark Souls. This person is giving me full Starbucks barista. Remember that little dude, quotation marks?
I'm literally about to quit. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but, like, I really want to. I almost walked out today, and I'm crying in the back room right now, and I almost cried on the floor. It's just... And we have 4 people on the floor all day.
Oh my god, there's so many people coming into the store, and I wasn't supposed to be working for the Rican. Oh, it's just like... Why would you want to be a dude then? Jesus.
Yeah, like, why would you want that type of job if there's a possibility where you'll be dealing with a lot of customers and people going, like, you know, around the place? That's just true. If you don't want to work in that type of environment, then work somewhere where, like, it's a bit more chill. It's easy as that, really.
Jesus Christ. James Charles is releasing a new song.
Oh, great.
Remember, is James Charles still a man, or is James Charles now a woman? Like, the rules keep changing, and Lord knows YouTube enforces them like the Gestapo.
Just be safe and say he's both. Then you're safe.
Are the rules? What are the rules?
Bring me a little water now. Bring me a little water, Sylvie.
Man, do I wish I was rich enough from YouTube that I could afford a pool where I could just, like, you know, whittle around in it and sing a bit, and then I have my team Photoshop me into a burning version of Hollywood while I say, bring me the water, Sylvie. Bring me the water. What does this do? Why? James, why do you need this? You're rich. It's over. You won. You won the game. No, it's not enough. James Charles now has to be Sam Smith. What is it with, like, gay people and drag queens always trying to be musicians? That's why music sucks now, because there's no respect for it. There used to be a time when people go, you know what, I don't have a talent for this. Now they're just...
I do feel like there's a lot of... In this day and age, right? I sound old saying that. That nearly anyone can be a musician. Or just, like, give them the title of musician. Just saying, there's a lot of shit out there. And even some of that shit has a lot of views. And they've earned a lot of money off it. So, that's what I mean. Like, I understand what he means. Like, it is sort of, the music industry is disrespected these days. You know what I mean? I'm not saying there's no great things. There are there's many great music out there, you know what I mean? But there are also a lot of shit that for some reason has made money somehow. Turn this off. I'm not strong enough. I'm not strong enough for this video, man.
It's like, well, I'm already famous, so obviously I'm a singer.
Welcome you to the first ever FatCon. Yes, that's right, haters. There is a convention just for us fats now.
Did I really just... This woman said the first FatCon, that's right, haters. The FatCon. Literally, the only people who know about the FatCon were fat people interested and assholes like me that didn't know it existed till I saw this video. It didn't need to be broadcast.
There were so many amazing panels, ranging from Fat Liberation 101 to Fat Lesk to Fat Nerds.
Can someone explain?
Can I ask you something then? All right then, right. This is where it gets me confused, right? And this would be great if they had it at FatCon. When you walk in through the doors, just imagine this, right? The doors, you know, the automatic doors. You're about to walk in. They open, and what do you see in front of you? In order for you to enter into FatCon, what do you see? A big set of scales, like, do you know those scales you have, like, what is it, like, is it like the heart attack grill in America, where you obviously weigh yourself, and if you're over a certain amount of pounds, then you get to eat there for free? But in this case, if you're over a certain amount of pounds, you get to enter FatCon. Is that how they do it? Do they weigh you before you go in? Like, you have to be a certain weight? It's like a weight limit, like a fucking ride? That's what makes me think, like, how can they just judge? Like, what if someone with a bit of timber? Are they allowed in FatCon? It's questions that need to be answered. And by the way, I'm guessing that only people who are obese can enter FatCon, am I right? So no one else is allowed, guys. So if you're a skinny fuck, then too bad. You're not allowed. You're not allowed in. So, and these are probably the type of people who are all about positivity and love and acceptance. Well, except the people who are not like us, and yeah, you're not allowed to be accepted by us. So. But everyone else can be accepted all around. Oh, fucking the world has gone to shit, even more so.
To me, what fat liberation is. Like, you're in a country where literally you could eat yourself to death, and it's cool. Like, you could just get on social services or something, and they give you money every month to continue laying in bed and eating. 600-pound life is proof of it. Literally, these people get out of high school morbidly obese, get on social services, and then they just blow up further until they get to the point of where their bodies are falling apart and rotting, Then they're like, maybe I need help. You gotta get firemen. Imagine being a fireman. You get a call, you're like, it's an emergency.
Oh, God.
You're like, yes, I'm gonna save some people's lives from a burning building. And then they're like, I'm sorry, a fat person on 600-pound life fell.
It reminds me of that scene. I know this is random, right? It reminds me of that scene. I think it was from I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, where is it like Adam Sandler and his what's his name? Fucking Kevin James. Is that? Yeah, it was Adam Sandler and I think it was Kevin James. They go into a burning building because obviously they're firefighters, and then they try to save people in there, and they realize the last person in the building is some really obese, bedridden guy, and they have to try and get him out. And this whole thing about like running with him, trying to gain momentum, it starts working, and then they just get flattened as they fall down the stairs. It just reminds me of that scene. That always sticks to me out of that film. I don't know why, but this is what it is like. Like, I feel sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I know I shouldn't be laughing, but like, I just feel sorry for the firefighter in a way because, well, fucking hell, man.
Fell over, and you're just like, I didn't sign up.
It's
for
hard.
This.
I even talked on a panel with the Plus Bus on 101 ways to lose the weight of fat hate.
Lose the weight of fat hate? What? I told you, oppression everywhere you go.
There was an amazing plus-size fashion show featuring multiple designers. This one's Chub Rub.
How do you...
Did he just say it was called Chub Rub? Chub Rub. Chub Rub. Ugh. Okay. Everyone loves a bit of Chub Rub, you know. It's very nice. It's very sexy. Yeah.
Expect me to take a designer seriously for overweight clothes, and they call themselves Chub Rub.
They had an incredible vendors hall with all fat artists, designers, plus-size vintage. Here's some of my art. We had fat pool parties. We did get up to shenanigans.
Okay, I'm out. I'm done. No. That's it. No. Not looking at a fat woman rolling around in cake. What the hell is this? How can she post that on TikTok, but I post like little jokes and stuff, and I keep getting my stuff taken down? Oh, it's different. She's my...
I think it's as simple as this. They see your content as not positive, but theirs is positive. Like, they're doing it in a positive way. I think that's part of it. But obviously there's probably other things as well, which, like, you know, you're going against the status quo sort of thing. That's probably why. But yeah, that was, it's a Gundam. Great content creator as well. I'll give that a like. That was very good video, short and sweet. Yeah, he's funny. But what else can we watch? I might be able to watch one more video and then we'll be doing a stream tomorrow. Should we end off with something like light-hearted? Hilarious rip-offs of popular movies. Could go with that one. And then we'll look at the other ones tomorrow. Let's go for this one.
This all cost? Reportedly, 10,000...
I don't know why I spent...
You know what they say. Every masterpiece has its cheap copy. And nowhere is this more prevalent than in the movie business.
I just want to get a drink a minute. Because it is really warm here. You know, here in the UK, it's been warm for quite a while. For like a week or so. So like, and I'm just boiling, man. I'm not... I'm Welsh, I'm not used to the heat. We don't get that. Oh, fuck. Right, let me just put that with it. Right, guys, ready to hear the sound? Some ASMR for you right here. Ready? Oh, perfect one as well. Oh, why am I drinking from there? I'm just gonna fucking spill it. So nice. Does it sound nice? There. Sorted. I wish I could have the fan on, but I can't because it'll make too much noise and it'll be annoying in the background. So we're fighting on, right? Right, let's do this then, shall we? The last video of today. Remember guys, there'll be a video tomorrow, I stream tomorrow. It'll be earlier in the day. So, yeah. I'm just doing this because I was meant to do a stream earlier on, but I didn't have time to.
Yep, from such classics as Triassic World to the profoundly moving The Amazing Bulk.
Classic.
Get ready for a wild ride as we look at some of the most hilarious movie ripoffs ever. For the Birds. 1963 horror classic The Birds did for seagulls what Jaws did for sharks. The movie follows a series of mysterious bird attacks with the feathered fiends painted as movie monsters. It's one of the most famous pictures by iconic director Alfred Hitchcock, so it's no surprise it would inspire future filmmakers, right? Enter 2010's Birdemic shock and terror.
My god. See, this is what happens when we give birds missiles. See? We all warned them, we warned them. They just didn't listen. But wow. Just perfect movie. I mean, can you imagine that? I wonder what they were thinking about at the time, what can we do? Well, zombies have probably been done, sharks, natural disasters. Anyone have any ideas? What about birds, sir? Just regular birds. Oh, you mean like magpies and blue tits, that sort of thing? No, I mean maybe... I mean, seagulls. Seagulls can be because they're little bastards. Vultures, crows. Yeah. Do you know what? That is a fantastic idea. That's how it probably went down. So, that's it. Making a movie about killer birds. It's gonna be a hit.
Oh no. Widely known as one of the worst movies ever made, Birdemic was written and directed by auteur independent filmmaker James Nguyen. Now, this guy's heart was certainly in it, but he came just a hair or a feather short of matching the suspense of the birds.
Oh god. Can you just imagine? Can you imagine this, right? Walking out your local Walmart for you in America and seeing these three guys just whacking the air and a camera put on them in the car park. I would just be I'll be filming that myself, man. I'll be making my own video. I'll be adding in my own stuff in there. I don't know, giant flying dildos or something. That's what they're trying to... get away, no. Why is it wet? I don't know why I don't know why I went with that.
Okay, a whole lot of hairs short. Birdemic's plot revolves around birds getting fed up with how mankind abused the environment and deciding to just declare war on us. So they dive bomb into buildings, peck people to smithereens, and spit acid. classic bird behavior. In the end, some doves fly past and inspire the killer birds to seek peace instead. Yeah, that's right. Straight after massacring a load of people, they mercifully decide to give mankind another chance and just leave, okay? With laughable special effects, horrid acting, and editing that looks like it was done with Windows Movie Maker, Birdemic is so bad that it's amazing. Any guesses on how much this all cost? Reportedly, $10,000 over the course of 4 years, which is a lot more than it looks. Jeez. Birdemic definitely sucks, but I thoroughly recommend.
What a waste of $10,000. I mean, there is a thing though where like I know there are people who watch movies like this and they do the whole like it's so bad it's good. So there is like a niche audience for these kind of films. So, but yeah, I just think, why do I just feel that this movie would be like not so bad that it's good, but it would just be like it's so bad that it's just bad. There's nothing redeemable about it.
Recommend this one to any connoisseur of cringe.
Yeah.
Metal Iron Hero Man.
Very on the nose.
In 2008, Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man flew into theaters, and movies would never be the same. The movie follows Kyle Finn, a young man who puts on an experimental suit of armor and gets stuck inside. He uses the power the suit gives him to... Wait, hold on. That's not Iron Man. It's Metal Man. Released in the same year as Iron Man, Metal Man, sometimes known as Iron Hero, is a mockbuster. Mockbusters are low-budget rip-off movies released on DVD around the same time as their inspiration. The aim, to confuse someone's grandma into buying it for their grandkid instead of the real deal. Only this is what they find.
Imagine getting this as a birthday gift from your grandparents. Oh, here, little Jimmy, I finally have the Iron Man film you wanted that you were talking about all the time. Grandma, what the fuck is Metal Man? This isn't what I wanted. This isn't Robert Downey Jr. Fucking hell, Grandma. But yeah, like that.
That was quite possibly the lamest takedown I've ever seen. Not to mention that awful suit. It looks more like a rubber monster from 90s Power Rangers shows than a mechanical marvel. Heck, at least Power Rangers had great fight choreography. This, not so much. Yeesh. The production company behind this disaster, Summer Hill Films, is a name
that was funny as well. I've seen worse.
You'll definitely hear again before this video is over. It's no stranger to schlock like this. After I struggled my way through, I took to IMDb to see how others fared. This guy put it best when he warned, "Do not operate heavy machinery after watching this movie. Side effects may include drowsiness, lack of focus, drooling, loss of faith in humanity, and rectal leakage." Ugh. I couldn't have said it better myself. If you're enjoying watching me
it sounds like a good time.
Suffer for your entertainment, why not drop a like and subscribe to my channel? That way you'll never miss out on another video. All finished? Great. Let's take a deep breath and dive back into more ridiculous ripoffs. An Optimus Crime. If you had to guess which movie 2007's Transmorphers was ripping off, I'm sure you'd say Transformers, and you'd be right, partly. It was totally designed to rip off the blockbuster, but in name only. You see, this one actually rips off Terminator's dystopian future more than the battle between Autobots and Decepticons. What a twist. The movie follows a group of beautiful survivors in leather jackets planning to take back Earth from its mechanical conquerors. They sit around underground, bickering with each other for most of the runtime, and sometimes, if you're really lucky, you get to see some giant robot action. Yes, the special effects are laughable, like something ripped straight from a bad PS3 game. I guess now I understand why they're so reluctant to give us good looks at the robots. So, who's responsible for this travesty? The answer is the Asylum, probably the single most notorious purveyor of mockbusters in the biz. I mean, one look at their website and you get a good idea of the breadth and quality of their back catalog.
From what I view about the Asylum, aren't they supposed to be like really like pretty? They have a lot of them, like not a lot of them, like mostly are terrible movies. I swear I've heard a few people say that the Asylum is just they just spew out garbage. And from the looks of their like catalog, seems like it.
Catalog.
But I will say though the pictures, like the front, don't look terrible, and that's what gets people. You think to yourself, "Oh, this looks like it might be a pretty good, underrated movie. Like not many people have seen it," and it turns out to be like utter shite, with bad acting, terrible special effects, and all that sort of goodness. Which turns out to be a shame because then you realise you've wasted your money. But you do come across some of these films which, like I said, so bad it's good. Where, like, you got some sort of enjoyment out of them. So, sometimes you get something, sometimes you get something from them, sometimes you don't. So, yeah.
Okay. Who else loved 2020's Top Gunner?
Me.
But Transmorpher's biggest problem isn't its shameless knockoff-itude. It's that it's supremely boring. The plot, if you can even call it that, is just a bunch of stale Hollywood cliches held together with duct tape. I'd follow the advice of IMDb reviewer Captain Capcom here when they say, don't watch it. If someone gives this to you as a gift, throw it away and punch them. Punch them hard. The only way one can view this film is having one's eyes taped open, tied to a chair, with a vomit bucket close by. What an endorsement. Super Zeros.
Oh god, no.
He's one of the most recognizable superheroes in the world, stalking the night in a black cowl as he hunts criminals and brings them to cold, hard justice. Also, he's bat-themed. That's right. It's the Black Bat.
You bastards.
2012 mockbuster Rise of the Black Bat was released by genius director / rock star Brett Kelly. You know, the man responsible for such smash hits as Ouija Shark, Raiders of the Lost Shark, and Jurassic Shark. Clearly.
Surprised he didn't fucking call this film Bat Shark or something. Considering how much he loves shark films. Surprising.
He wanted to branch out with Black Bat.
I gotta admit, the mask doesn't look really terrible. It basically looks like a very, very cheap Batman mask without the ears. I mean, it still looks shit. But, like, I wonder if this is probably going to be the only time you see, like, somewhat of a Batman with a gun on a movie. So, enjoy.
As well as being far too dark, it's boring, poorly made, and designed solely to ride the hype of Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. But who is?
Such a great trilogy, by the way. Fucking loved it. Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker is still to this day legendary. And of course, you know, I do like Christian Bale as Batman, so that's another thing.
The Black Bat. Well, he's Tony Quinn, a lawyer blinded by acid who gains superhuman senses to... wait, hang on. Didn't Daredevil get blinded, then develop his superpowers? The Black Bat is just the secret love child of Marvel's Matt Murdock and DC's Bruce Wayne, right? Well, no, actually. Let me explain. Rise of the Black Bat represents a brand of mockbuster I like to call the Super Zero. Super Zeros are low-budget movies made to cash in on the popularity of mainstream superheroes by using Z-list, royalty-free comic book characters from beyond the dawn of time. That's right, Black Bat is actually a super old comic book character that came out before both Batman and Daredevil. But the Black Bat's movie outing is utter garbage that had me bashing my head against the wall, begging for it to be over.
You put on quite a show, believe me.
Glad you enjoyed it, scum.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Bruce and Matt still have one over on him. And with the movie currently sitting at a miserable 1.3 out of 10 on IMDb, I'm not alone in that opinion. But don't worry, there are plenty of other superhero movies out there, like 2010's Avenging Force, The Scarab.
In this poster, why does he look like Batman mixed with Mr. Incredibles? Man, that is a combination you don't want to fuck with. If you come across him as a criminal, just run. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, like, you know, with the Heath Ledger, like the whole Christopher Nolan trilogy, that was awesome though. I recently watched I didn't watch Gotham, the TV series, but I heard that Cameron Monaghan was doing the Joker, well, sort of like the Joker, obviously, you know, like the you know, Jeremiah, the whole Jeremiah thing and stuff like that. I watched like an hour and a half compilation of him as a Joker, and I liked it. I don't know if there's... The only Joker which I've never been fond of obviously is Jared Leto. Like, I tried watching a compilation of him, and going back to it now, it's fucking cringe. Like, at least he tried something different, but it's cringe. I don't think it was for my taste, but there's probably people who do enjoy Jared Leto's performance, but, you know, everyone has different tastes, don't they? So, I am hoping as well that the, I can't remember who's playing the Joker in the Batman. I enjoyed the Batman movie. Who's playing the Joker in that one? I don't think I've ever heard of him. I don't know. Yeah, but the one who's going to be playing Joker in the Batman sequel, I'm hoping he's going to do well as well. So, yeah, like, getting back to this whole ship I hear, what is this? Is this the Bat family? Oh, fuck me sideways with a wooden spoon. This is not good. Joining forces to save the world. Would we really trust these superheroes to save our world? No. No, we won't.
This rancid flick follows, again, a bunch of royalty-free characters in a tropey superhero movie knockoff. See such classic characters as the Scarab.
I think what's worse, right? The outfits are not the terrible part. The terrible part is, like, it looks like they're like filming this in a basement.
Lady Satan, and of course, Black Terror.
And all you'll remember is terror. Fuck terror.
As well as having the cheesiest lines, he's sporting the worst Punisher cosplay ever. This turd of a movie was also lain by our good buddy Brett Kelly, which explains why the Scarab seems to be wearing the exact same mask as the Black Bat. The whole thing feels like a clear Avengers knockoff, and given that Marvel was building towards the first Avengers movie at the time, it's entirely possible. In the finale, the Scarab wants the magic scroll or whatever, so allows himself to get beaten up for nearly a minute straight for basically no reason. Yeah, I won't subject you to the full sequence because I don't want anybody to unsubscribe.
Nah, the reason the Black Bat wanted to get beaten up wasn't so he could have the scroll. It's because he has a fetish for getting beaten up. Right now, what we're seeing right there, those may seem like painful groans, but in fact they're painful moans. So put that down, put that down. That's exactly what that is.
The last Super Zero I want to show you today is 2013's Captain Battle Legacy War. 3 guesses what this poster wants you to think of. In it, a soldier is mortally wounded and saved by his medic pal's magic super serum, becoming Captain Battle. Despite such a unique plot, the movie shares the dubious honor of scoring 1.3 on IMDb with Rise of the Black Bat. So, unsurprisingly, it sucks.
At least it's better fight scenes than fucking Metal Man. I mean, this is an improvement over Metal Man at least. But, yeah.
I don't think I need to say it, but this is clearly a lazy attempt to capitalize on the newfound popularity of Captain America after his big screen debut in 2011. Heck, they even have a big red villain a la the Red Skull for the final showdown, or at least slightly red. Looks like their budget didn't allow for more than a brush.
I mean, the guy just looks like he's like really like he's been like on holiday to like Ibiza, and he's just been there for like over a week, never put any sunscreen on, been in the sun the whole time, and he's just fucking sunburnt to hell. That's what it just seems like. And I love how they didn't even try with this one, because like he said, because I understand doing that sort of like mask would be difficult, so it's yeah, like that's what they just did, really. Face paint.
Worth of face paint. And who's they? No, not Brett Kelly this time, but Summerhill Entertainment, the filmmakers responsible for Metal Man. What champs?
Ooh.
Which of these Super Zeros looks the worst?
So at least they fucking improved a bit with the fight scenes. It was them who done it. Oh, it was them who were involved. Ooh, at least they had something a bit better.
Sound off in the comments below and let's share the pain. Life didn't find a way. Remember earlier when I mentioned the asylum? The infamous purveyor of putrid responsible for transmorphers? Well, back in 2018, they tried their hand at a dinosaur mockbuster to coincide with the release of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Of course.
This is the creatively named Triassic World. Unlike the Jurassic movies, which resurrected dinosaurs for use in a billionaire's dream amusement park, Triassic World has a much stupider justification. The scientists resurrected dinosaurs so they could grow human organs inside them for transplants. I feel like there were steps that should have been taken long before that. Like Transmorphers, Triassic World is super reluctant to give you a good look at the half-baked CGI, so this is about as good as it gets. There goes the whole budget, but Triassic World's biggest crime is that it's actually just serviceable enough to avoid being so bad it's good, which means it's just bad. Say what you will about the actual Jurassic World movies, but I'd prefer to watch them over this drivel.
I actually still haven't watched the second one. I remember watching, or was it the second one or the third one? I don't know if they've done 3. I've watched Jurassic World, and I enjoyed them. I did enjoy them. Obviously, there were some things which were questionable, but I did enjoy the movie as a whole. So I think what I would say about that is like the CGI didn't look completely terrible, but it was just, they were in scenes which seemed out of place for them. So that's, yeah, it just didn't look right. I mean, I'm probably pointing out the obvious, but like, but yeah, I don't know what it is. I think I'm just desensitized because I have seen like shit movies, so I think I'm like desensitized. I'm like, oh, that's not as bad as something I've watched before and whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, but to be honest, the worst I've seen so far in this whole video is the fucking birds one, because that looked absolutely like very, very low effort. So I don't think, and obviously the second worst, Metal Man. Everything else has been like terrible, but I think when it comes to these movies, the audience that watches these sort of movies to try and like see how bad they are, but hopefully that it's good bad. I think the worst for when these people watch it is if they're bad but boring. If they're boring, then it's not even, just a drag to go through. But if it's like you know, scenes which make you laugh, or it's like I don't know, if like the actors are being like, it's funny with the actors because it's so bad and stuff like that. But like, I don't know. It's the same with like the Black Bat. The one who made this video. By the way, I didn't see the name. I don't think I've seen this person's videos before. Be Amazed. I might give a subscribe because this is a good video. I'm enjoying this. Give a like as well. But yeah, they even said the Black Bat was boring. So, and if it's boring, yeah, it's not going to be enjoyable in the slightest. So
a
yeah.
Muggle movie.
Oh dear. Harry Potter is one of my favorite series. Like Harry Potter is one of my favorite movies. Like, you know what I mean? It's a series, isn't it? No, it's not a fucking series. I'm just tired right now. The franchise, you know. I've watched the movies over like so many times. So this is not going to be good, is it? Oh dear.
Who can forget the first time they heard that iconic line, "You're a wizard, Billy"? Yes, many of our childhoods were shaped by the mystical adventures of Billy Owens. I'm yanking your chain, of course. Billy Owens is a 2008 Canadian Harry Potter ripoff produced on a shoestring budget. I mean, the cast was likely paid in shoestrings found in the director's attic. So, if you've ever lain awake at night wondering what exactly a Canadian Harry Potter would look like, well, here's your answer.
Abracadabra! Alakazam! Please! The magic word really is please.
Fucking hell. Oh, how corny. It's almost really funny. This just reminds me of that episode. I know it's like I'm just, you know, saying what this reminds me of, but I just can't help like mentioning things which it reminds me of, because otherwise this is just gonna be me watching a video and just not talking, and that's just not gonna make it any more enjoyable, is it? So, but simply enough, it reminds me of that episode with if everyone knows the like McNasty soup and everything like that. I watch those guys' videos, and dark humor, hell of a laugh, a lot of things which have made me fucking, you know, nearly choke on my water. And there was one episode I remember where, like, imagine if in Harry Potter the spells were so basic, like, you know, instead of like, you know, these made up words, you know, which no one would ever consider saying if, you know, before they knew them. Imagine if, like, I still remember it now, where they go like, if you wanted someone to fall off their bike, you say, "Fall off your bike," or choke and stuff like that. It was that episode where they were like just taking the piss out of the Harry Potter spells, and it was hilarious. I can't remember what episode that was because they have a lot, so don't ask me which one it is. So yeah. Oh god, I just imagine if the spell, I just, and it made me like imagine, right, going through the Harry Potter movies, like what if that actually was the case? What if the spells were done where like what you wanted to do was what the spells were? Like open this door, or like, I don't know, set someone's arse on fire, or fucking, you know, just, you know, burn down the Forbidden Forest, set you know, turn Hagrid into Azkaban. I mean, it'd be great. It'd be something if your wand could do all that. But you know what I mean, like, you know, just like and that's all you two in the battle was like fucking. If it was like, if there was wizard battles, that's all you two was like, kill him, kill him. Choke him, daddy. Put him up against the wall. What am I going on about now? Make him fall. What else could I do? I just don't know. But you guys get what I'm saying. Like, I'm tired, man. I'm just saying random shit right now. But that's, yeah. I've said what I said. Deal with it.
It's exactly what I thought it'd be. When Billy Owens turns 11, he learns that a world of magic and monsters exists. With his two friends, Canadian Hermione and Canadian Ron, he meets up with a little goblin fella, fights a dragon, and even hangs out with wrestling legend Roddy Piper. It's genuinely amazing to me that they managed to get an actual celebrity to appear in this crappy movie. A movie that one reviewer angrily remarked they want to fight. I can't imagine why.
Someone turning 11?
Mr. Mold, did you know that the chances of being born at the stroke of 11 on the 11th of November are 137 million to 1? What to do now?
Yep, that's Hermione. A smart ass.
Albio? Cry? Did you know that baby snakes are often more dangerous than their parents?
Go to the Phoenix. He can help you with the final challenge.
Did you know that octopi change their color?
I mean, like I said, I know Hermione was like a smart ass, but like she didn't like constantly spout random facts. I mean, come on.
When they're frightened?
Did you know that friendship is the strongest bond between two?
Did you know that I would rather... Oh, I'm trying to think of something now. I'm not very quick-witted at this time of the night. Do you know I'd rather, sit and plant my ass on hot coals for hours on end rather than watch this film? That's a fact you can take to the bank if you want. And if you provide me with the movie, I'll provide you with the fucking hot coals. So, well, I'll provide myself with the hot coals. So yeah. Ah, fucking hell. Oh, jeez, jeez.
Friends.
Seriously, what is this? It seems like the writers Googled Hermione Granger, saw that she's the smart one, and just had her replacement spew these annoying factoids at random intervals. Makes me want to hurl. And I hope you're sitting down for this last tidbit. Despite how much this thing sucks, it somehow got a sequel 2 years later. My brain hurts enough from the first one. Though I suppose if you wanted me to take a look at the second Billy Owens extravaganza in a follow-up video, I'll do it. But you wouldn't want me to do that, would you? Right? Whoever wins...
Of course we want to, so we don't fucking have to.
We lose. 2004's Alien vs. Predator is a weird movie that blends two mega-popular action horror franchises together. It's okay, but its 2007 sequel, AVP Requiem, is a suckfest. It is, however, better than its seemingly state-mandated asylum ripoff, Alien vs. Hunter. In this mockbuster, a cyborg hunter crash lands on what seems to be Earth and ends up locked in a battle with an alien. It's a mindless action schlock, which isn't that much different from Requiem. Where it does differ is the quality. Oh boy, that acting. Okay, the design of the alien is actually pretty cool. It's a weird spider-looking thing, which does make it different to the Alien franchise's Xenomorph. But this is an asylum movie, so we only get very fleeting looks at the guy. The hunter, however, well, as one IMDb review so eloquently puts it, it looks like it has a salad bowl on its head. Oh, and one other thing, after the alien goes splat, the hunter returns to its spaceship, where it takes off its salad bowl and reveals it was a human all along.
Oh my god, wow. Because it was so intimidating before that. It reminds me, it's just like, it looks like the sort of character you get like in the background of a Star Wars film, where they're just like, they're just there. Just looks weird and, just funny looking. Like I said, with a salad bowl on his head. So yeah.
Wait, so the planet was not Earth? I'm pretty sure it was, but the hunter crash landed, so where was he from? Don't expect any answers. This dookie movie is never gonna get a sequel. Gosh, I hope.
Who knows?
Fairy tale freaks. Back in 2016, the world was cursed with Suicide Squad, a movie best described as utter doo-doo. Then, while we were all reeling from that, The Asylum...
I'm going to say this right now. Suicide Squad, the movie, in my opinion, wasn't that bad. It's probably an unpopular opinion, but I don't think it was that bad. There was things in it with like the ending and stuff, like some things which were not that great, but I actually didn't mind it. And the sequel, I found it was better than the first one, so there was that. And that was probably because there was no Jared Leto. But yeah, that might be an unpopular opinion, but I think the Suicide Squad films are not that bad. They're not as bad as people make it them out to be. So, but like I said, that's my opinion. Everyone has their opinion on that sort of thing, so, but that's mine. And I'm going to die on that hill because that's just what I feel about it.
Crawled out of their dank hole in the ground to fling Sinister Squad at us.
Oh, thank you.
What?
One look, and you'd be forgiven for dismissing it as a standard one-and-done knockoff. But no. See, Sinister Squad is part of Asylum's public domain fairy tale character cinematic universe, or PDFCCU, as I've taken to calling it. Which means it's got Goldilocks, the big bad wolf, and Rumpelstiltskin, who looks more like Hannibal Lecter in it. And as part of the PDFCCU, it's actually a spin-off of Asylum's Avengers Grimm movies, making it a ripoff that's a spin-off of a ripoff. But I'm gonna go on record right now and say it is probably the highest quality movie of the bunch. It's not good or entertaining, don't get me wrong, but the actors are mostly serviceable. Production values are fine, and the story is relatively coherent. Relatively. For some reason, goofy cartoon sound effects play whenever Rumpelstiltskin, and only Rumpelstiltskin, does, well, anything.
Well.
Make it stop, please. Mac and cheese. Let me tell you a wild story. Back in the 80s, producer R.J. Lewis, who famously worked on The Karate Kid, had a groundbreaking idea. He believed Ronald McDonald and E.T. were more well-known.
Isn't mac and cheese just like from... They copied Joey's movie. From Friends, they copied his TV show, his TV series that sadly got cancelled. What the fuck, dude? You can't do that sort of thing. But yeah, back
known than Santa Claus, and because of this, wanted to create E.T. for a new generation using Mackey's branding. Yes, you heard that correctly. Unbelievably, the head honchos at the Golden Arches heard him out and loved it. The result was 1988's Mac and Me, a movie that, while having far greater production values than anything else in this video, is utter detritus. Best described as the McDonald's version of E.T.,
Oh my
it's
God.
a cynical, cringy mess filled with product placement. The flick follows a boy named Eric who meets an ugly little alien named Mac and its family of dirty freaks. The whole premise of this movie rides on the alien family being cute and likable, but they're the polar opposite. Still, the most hilarious part is the product placement I mentioned. The aliens love Coca-Cola, and when Mac is injured, drinking the sugary soda even nurses him back to health.
This must be like what they drink on their own planet.
You've heard it here first, guys. Coke is the cure to anything. You feel ill, just drink a Coke. Feel better. 100%. In like a few hours. But yeah, these things, they thought... This is what I don't get with some movies, right? They think that something's going to look cute, right? And when everyone else sees them, they don't. Like, these things in no way look cute. They look like something that should be in like a film like The Hills Have Eyes. Like the fucking Inbred Family. Jesus. Yeah.
So subtle, but of course this is McDonald's ET after all, not Coca-Cola ET. So how do they subtly cram in that advertising? Yep, there's an extended dance sequence at McDonald's. We're talking several minutes long, complete with Ronald himself, happy clapping cashiers, and impromptu choreography. Jeez, McDonald's must be the happiest place on earth. This spine-chilling sequence leads directly into the final act, starting with a complete ripoff of E.T.'s final chase, only with a wheelchair instead of a bike, and ending with Eric, the child protagonist, kicking the bucket in a horrendous gas station explosion. Did I stutter? Oh my god. Oh, and the explosion was caused by the aliens. Cool. How on earth the same producer from The Karate Kid worked on this is honestly beyond me. Luckily, the disgusting gremlins resurrect Eric, not with Coca-Cola or McNuggets.
Nah, this movie's just like... I'm out. I'm out this movie. I'm out. They promised us, they said Coca-Cola fixes everything, and then they don't use that to heal him. That's what I find really funny. You use Coke to heal the alien, but not the boy. But then again, makes sense because he's a human, they're aliens, different way of healing. So they use space magic. So if they had space magic all along, how come they couldn't use the space magic for themselves, or... I don't know. I don't fucking know, man.
But with space magic. To reward them, they're granted U.S. citizenship, and the movie ends with the following promise. They were never seen again. We can only hope they all died. Pacific Rim. It's pretty amazing that 2013's Pacific Rim was so good. It's tough to make a movie about giant mechs fighting monsters compelling past the first half hour. Something the...
Do you know what, though? I've never seen this film. I should watch Pacific Rim at some point. Never got the chance to. Well, you know, just never go around to it because I still have a good amount of films still to watch, really. Do you know what film I also watched? The last film I watched was a few days ago. I watched finally got around to watching Saw X, which I would say, if you haven't watched Saw X, it's alright. Has its good moments. So, but to me, it wasn't the best Saw, so... It could have been better, in my opinion. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
The Asylum proved when they puked out their own version the same year, the imaginatively titled Atlantic Rim.
Woo! I think I can smell a stank-ass breath from here.
Blah. Incredible dialogue. And the acting in this one is bad even by the Asylum's standards.
Mom, you need to get out of there. Get Dad, get everyone. Everyone's gonna die. Get out of there.
Get everyone out now. The creatures are killing everyone.
What even is there to say about this abomination? It sucks, and I feel like I lost a significant number of brain cells sitting through it, which according to the IMDb reviews is very much a shared sentiment. What do we have? Terrible and not even in a fun way. Toilet rim, steaming pile of poopy, and then my personal favorite, a simple what the heck was that? Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. Snakes on a train. Okay, fun game. See if you can get what this next one is a ripoff of. It's called Snake.
It's a rip-off of Child's Play. It's gotta be. By the way, as well, do you know, that's actually not a bad idea. Do you know they had, like, when the popularity of, well, if it was, I think it, when it was popular, Snakes on a Plane, right? I'm surprised they didn't go further. They didn't go with other sequels, like Snakes on a Train, Snakes on a Boat, or ship, I mean, Snakes on a Submarine, What else? What else is a form of like transport? Snakes on a jumbo jet. I don't fucking know. But yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go like further with them. But then again, here we have something, what could have been, so we should be grateful for that. So let's just have a look at this wonderful movie right here, because it's definitely not going to be a disaster like the others.
Snakes on a Train. You unsure? The answer is 2006's Snakes on a Plane.
I didn't get it.
Okay, maybe it wasn't so difficult. Again, this is courtesy of Asylum. And again, we've got a boring slog of a movie with poor performances all around.
I don't know, it was like a rat or something shot past my foot.
While Snakes on a Plane took the correct approach in not taking itself too seriously, Train does the complete opposite. It always takes itself super seriously, no matter what.
Somebody could take an x-ray or do a blood test. No. It could save her life.
She has snakes. There's no doctor who will see this.
That said, the premise here is at least a lot more novel. In Snakes on a Plane, gangsters release the snakes to stop the plane from reaching its destination. In Snakes on a Train, a woman on the titular train has been placed under a Mayan curse and, well, it makes her barf snakes. Okie doke. Train also has a huge leg up on Plane in its ending. The OG ends with the snakes being jettisoned from the plane, the craft landing, and anti-venom getting administered to the survivors. At the end of the Asylum movie, the cursed snake woman eats the snakes, which somehow turns her into a giant snake, and then that eats the train. Then a magic talisman summons a tornado and sends the giant snake flying away. The absolutely crazy ending is the only memorable part of the whole experience. But what do you think? Is the whole majorly stupid supernatural stuff here more entertaining than the original? Hey, let me know down.
I would say yeah. I mean, considering, like, I guess on Snakes on a Train, everyone dies. The tornado wins. Mother Nature wins. I'm guessing. Well, I would say the ending is more creative on Snakes on a Train, but it doesn't look that great, does it? But yeah, I would say the end is more creative though, rather than just like, yay, everyone's been saved and the snakes have been eliminated and shit. So yeah.
Down in the comments. Truly amazing. And now, dear viewer, we come to the grand finale. Rest assured, I've saved the best for the end. Take a deep breath and enjoy.
I was waiting for this one. The amazing bulk. My god. Oh, fucking hell. Do you know what, right? In any film, right, where like a criminal commits murder or anything in a film, I want the criminal, like, them to do a back shot of them running away like this. It's just so fucking silly. So, like, running away. I did it. And no one's ever gonna find out about it. Just look at that, man.
This is The Amazing Bulk, and it's the best, worst movie I've ever seen. Released in 2012, Bulk here was obviously riding the superhero hype of the day with a ripoff of The Incredible Hulk. Legally distinct, of course. See, the Hulk is green, and Bulk is purple.
Ooh.
So it's a totally unique character.
Do you know what they should have done, right? Do you know what they should have done? Hold on. This would have been a bit more...
Ripoff of The Incredible Hulk. Legally distinct, of course. See, the Hulk is...
Well, would have been more genius, right, is if they still kept him purple but made his shorts green. Because then you've sort of got like a reverse. But no, they did. Why didn't they think of that? They could have made his shorts green.
Green.
Shame.
And Bulk is...
Missed opportunity.
Purple. So it's a totally unique character. In this completely original story, a mild-mannered scientist named Henry Howard attempts to make a superhuman formula for the military. He's also deeply, truly in love.
Oh. Yeah. It's beautiful.
If it's not abundantly obvious, the entirety of this flick is shot in front of a green screen, with liberal use of stock assets. The brilliant minds behind it must have bought a jumbo value pack of backdrops, characters, and props and just flung them all together, mind-blowingly. Anyway, Henry's girlfriend Hannah is the daughter of his angry military boss, the General. And he won't give our hero his blessing to marry Hannah unless he proves the superhuman formula works. So, Henry tests it on himself. Enter the Bulk. Yeah, not quite what you had in mind by superhuman, right? Regardless, the General tasks the Bulk with dealing with an incredibly overacted German supervillain. So our purple hero invades his castle, which is apparently only guarded by two guys in t-shirts. After making his way through the halls to the bad guy, Bulk and Henry dispatches of him easily.
The guy looks like the villain. I don't know why the villain just looks like the mixture of the Penguin and the Joker. Just does.
But here's the twist. Following his victory, he's betrayed by the General, who sends the military after him, leading to the single greatest chase scene in cinema history. Holy cow. Well, that's pretty much all she wrote. Henry and the General fall dramatically off a roof and conk it shortly after this. What a journey. But we're not done yet. This movie is clearly in a different league to anything else we've seen. What the heck's the story behind it? Well, the director is a guy named Louis Schoenbrunn, an indie filmmaker who fell in love with the idea of making a superhero movie using only green screen. The Bulk was the end result and cost a grand total of $14,000 to make.
Wow.
Almost 11,000 times less than 2008's The Incredible Hulk, which had a budget of $150 million. And $2,000 of the Bulk's budget was spent on all those CG characters and sets. Unfortunately for Lewis, reviewers were, less than kind. But Big Lou hasn't been dissuaded. In fact, in an interview, he claimed that anybody who believes his movie is garbage is just jealous that they aren't filmmakers like him. That's certainly one way to deal with criticism. Either way, I'm firmly on board for Bulk 2. And with that, I really don't think I can take any more of these. Which of these ripoffs did you find the funniest? Have you ever seen any of them before? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
My god, there are some stinkers out there, aren't there? Well, that was hilarious rip-offs of popular movies. That was a great video. You know, well made, you know, got into the details of some of the worst movies and stuff like that, so especially at the end there where they said they're just jealous. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this stream. Like I said, it'll be a stream tomorrow. We'll see if we can do some, I was planning on doing some Rainbow Six Siege and watching more videos, so we have some videos to watch here, like a few more here, and if there's any I come across while I'm watching YouTube tonight, and I'll put it on the list. Like I said, this is something new content I'm doing. I will see if I can try and cut these streams down to like videos on the channel, so they're like shorter and they're edited and the best parts and everything. But yeah, what can I say except I'm not gonna say you're welcome. I'm gonna say thank God. We made it to the end. So yeah, that was enjoyable though. Like it is enjoyable making these sort of videos because they're a bit more chill. And like I said, I will be playing some games and stuff here and there, like, you know, so we can have some fun with them. So there'll be a stream tomorrow. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I think that's about it. I hope you'll have a wonderful, well, if it's the day for you, wonderful day, rest of your day, wonderful night, all that good shit. I'm gonna get to bed now. So yeah, I think I need to chill. Just, you know, yeah. It's getting late. And I don't want to be too loud because I want to be respectful to my neighbours and everything. So, to everyone, you know, to whatever. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching this. Thanks for whoever comes along and everything like that. Appreciate it. I know I'm a small channel. Hopefully we can become more. We can become one. And just, but I'm just enjoying this, to be honest. Because it's something different to what I usually do, and it's something a bit more like, you know, I'm gonna say it's a bit easier. But you know, but I don't want to be those sort of like reactors who just sit there, just don't say much, because I just like giving my take on things and stuff like that. I know I pause the videos a decent amount. I try not to do it too much, but like, you know, it's just what I want to say. So, and these have been good videos here. So like Be Amazed, Cataclysm, and It's a Gundam. Great videos, enjoyed them. Can't wait to see more. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching this stream, and I'll see all of you in the next stream tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And I'm out. And I'm peace. So yes, that's that. Oh God, I'm so warm. I need the fan back.